Hey, YouTubians, it's Fritz here. Hello. Today, I'm making my second video. I put the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth coat on this Formica, the Kills Primer. And I have enlisted my youngest son, Dylan.
Hello.
Say hi, Bean.
Hello.
I call him Bean. He's my little bouncy bean. He is going to be my cameraman today. That way I don't have to fight to hold the camera and try and show y'all what I'm doing. All right, over here, these are what you use. I'm going for a granite type style, and because of the color of my linoleum tiles here, I've got a black, and these are just like ceramic paints that you can pick up anywhere. You can pick them up at like Joann Fabric, Michael's, Walmart, if you can stand going to Walmart, for really cheap. And the colors I'm going to be doing are like a kind of greenish colored granite, with a kind of coral accent, because my linoleum tiles here, I don't know if you can see, they kind of have like a kind of gentle coral accent in them, so that'll be interesting. And on my other counters I used a cheap ass grout sponge that I chopped up, but I decided to get one of these kind of earth sponge things you can get at Lowe's. I just, out of curiosity, want to see if there's a huge difference in the way they come out. And I cut it into sections just to try it out. So I'm going to be putting the black, the base coat down first, sponging it on. So I'm going to pass this camera off to Dilly Bean here. Alright, so bear with me. Alright, Bean, can you see me?
Ish.
Can you see me?
Ish.
Hey, sponge. Alright, so what I do is, oh crap, I take this sponge here and I just blot it into the black paint, and so that it's not too thick when you go to blot it on, because you don't want it really thick. I don't know if anybody has painted ceramics or anything like that before. It's kind of like the same concept for dry brushing. You want to get that thickness off there, and I use my skin because this stuff washes off with just soap and water, or I'll use my jeans a lot of times just to blot it off so you don't get these, I call them boogers runs. Start over here, Bean. You see? And then what you want to do is you just want to take, and you want to kind of like a stamp, just bonk, bonk. Just kind of everywhere. And again, I'm not too worried about taking off my walls because they need painted anyway. So, perfect time to do this. And then since this paint is still wet on my hands, this is another reason why I tend to use my arms to blot this paint off. It's because you can take and run it over your hands. Okay, so you can kind of see where we're going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my little camera dude right here pause, and I'm going to get all the black down on and pick up there. All right, I've got this blotted with the base, the black color, and show them here, Being down along the trim and the front trim. You get that, Bean? You get it? And then show them the top of the counter. Alright. Alright, now come back to Mama. Look, alright, I'm going to let this dry for, at the most, 5 minutes. It's ceramic paint. Does not take long to dry. And we will do a pass over of the second color I'm going to use and show you how it's going to start to look. Cool? See you in a few. Hello, YouTubians. I am back. It's been about 5 minutes. Fritz Amina here. I've got this second round, I've got my husband Fred is going to be my cameraman. People call him Gator for obvious reasons. Say hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred. I'm cameraman.
He's cameraman. All right, we're doing the second color here. Since I'm doing something a little bit different, I'm going to be doing like a green type granite sagey color. So take over here, camera dude. Got a different piece of the sea sponge here. Okay. And same concept. You want to squish it in there real good. Get that paint in there really good. And then again, I tend to use my arm to blot it off on because I can get back to it. And this stuff washes off with soap and water. It's not a big deal. And can you see this corner real good, babe? And we're going to blot some of this sage green on there in spots just to give you a couple of passes. And then same thing, I'll pause it so y'all ain't gotta sit through me doing an entire damn counter. And pick up to show you what it looks like. That gives you an idea. Putting some of that accent sage in there. And sage green. And flip back to me. And we're going to hit pause and do it up real quick with that second color, and we shall return. Hit pause, babe. All right, YouTube, I'm back. Let's see, I got this green on there, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it kind of standing out from the black base. The lighting, I'm losing light outside, even though I've got this new fixture hanging up there. There's my hubby. Smile! He's lost without his hat, people. Lost without his hat. Well, so am I. But you can see now when I put that coral color on there, it'll probably stand out a little more pronounced. So about 5 minutes and I shall return. Smile. All right, I'll be back. All right, YouTube. I got my original camera dude here, Dilly Bean. Shout out.
Yeah.
Say what's up, YouTubians.
Hello.
All right, I'm going to put this other color on here, my third one. And I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to put coral on there right now. This coral color is, like I told you, I've got some highlights of coral in my linoleum tiles. So we're going to do that, and then I will make a third video showing you the application of the polyacrylic that I talked about in my first video. So I am going to hand this over to my little man here, my bouncing Dilly Bean. And I'm going to take my sea sponge here and dab it in just like the other two colors. Okay. And again, it depends on what color you are painting your walls or what, I don't know what you would call it, what color scheme you're going with in your bathroom, kitchen, whatever it may be. These are gonna mesh with my flooring and the colors I'm gonna be painting my walls. So let's dab this on, and these will go on. Ooh, let me try this end. It's getting a little splotchy. Now that's a little better. This coral that I'm putting on here, because it's more of a highlight color, like an undertone, I'm not going to do as much of the color so close and consolidated it's going to be more spread out because it's meant to be more of a highlight like it is in the floor tiles. So, and you really can't mess this up. I should have mentioned that earlier. You really can't, because if you get something too close to one another, it looks a little too blotchy. Like, let me see if I can find an example. Hi! If I can find an example here, like here, if you see where it's a little bit bulky, the black color, or some of them will tend to, well, here I can show you if you get a little too blotchy like that. If that happens, don't freak, because when you come back over it with your undertone, which you need to do, you can come back over with the black that you laid down initially and just kind of gently blot over that, or use different, or you can just simply take your finger, smear it, because again, it washes off with simply water, and you can just blend it in. And then the next color you put, if you can see here, see, looky there. Ooh. So you end up with a little blurry spot. It's not too big of a deal, and then you can just come back over and boom, problem solved. It's not something that you can screw up, is my point. You just have to come over and do a little dab here and there to fix it. It's not a problem. It's all in the overlap, and just use your judgment. Use your eye. What looks good to you, because that's all that matters in the end, because you have to live with it, you know, unless you're trying to flip a house. Then, okay, you might want to be a little bit more OCD. But usually when you try to flip a house, if you have somebody come in and appraise a house, it's from like so your value's not going to go up much. So you're more likely to put granite or butcher block. These videos are more for people like me who, well, we work our ass off for peanuts, man. So, I mean, you just want something to look nice, and when you do have people come in and visit, they go, oh wow, where did you get that? Well, jaw drop when you tell them you did it yourself. So, that's about it. Stay tuned for my third video. And that's about it. Peace.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh yeah, my mom also forgot to say hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to subscribe to No Fritz Trump.
Thank you, Bean.